Hello friends, in this session we will learn about countable and uncountable nouns, but before going to that we will learn what is common noun and what is proper noun. Common nouns name generic place, generic people, generic thing and generic ideas, whereas proper nouns they name specific people, specific places, specific things and specific ideas. Look at this example. Leo Tolstoy is a famous author. Leo Tolstoy means this word refers to a specific person. There could be many authors. So, the word author is generic, but whereas there is only one Leo Tolstoy. So, Leo Tolstoy refers to a specific person among so many authors. Leo Tolstoy is an author, but Leo Tolstoy is specific person, so that is proper noun. Author is a generic word, so that is a common noun. There are so many cities, so the word city means again a generic place, whereas Paris or Bangalore is a specific place. So you have to say Paris or Bangalore is a proper noun, city is a common noun. Neptune is a specific planet, correct? So it is proper noun, whereas planet means there are so many planets, correct? There could be any planet. So planet, the word planet means a generic thing, so it is a common noun. Spanish is proper noun, language is common noun. So having understood that, now coming to countable and uncountable nouns. See, this applies only to common nouns, not for proper noun. It is applicable to common noun. Common noun, a common nouns could be countable noun or uncountable noun. See, countable nouns can be counted, uncountable nouns cannot be counted. See, apple. Can't we count apples? Yes, we can. If it is one apple, we say an apple. If we have 3 apples, then you say 3 apples. You can count them. So, apple is countable noun. Whereas, can you count sugar? No. You can measure sugar, but you cannot count sugar. You cannot say 1 sugar, 2 sugar, 30 sugar, 40 sugar. No, you don't say that. So, it is uncountable noun. Similarly, school, picture, they are all countable nouns, whereas information is uncountable noun. Water is uncountable noun. You can measure water, you can measure the information, amount of information, but you cannot count it. Understanding means conceptual understanding. It is an intellectual process. You cannot count it. You may measure it, you may quantify it, but you cannot count it. Similarly, emotions. If I say love, is it countable noun or uncountable noun? Love is uncountable. You don't say 1 love, 2 love, 3 love, correct? Love is uncountable. Anger, uncountable noun. Tree, countable noun, because 1 tree, 2 trees, 3 trees, countable. See, next, countable nouns can take singular or plural verbs. You say, if you are talking about book and table, you are talking about the book here. Book is a countable noun. You say there is a book. Is singular verb. Singular verb is used because noun is singular. Those houses are very big, aren't they? See, houses, you are talking about houses noun. Houses are countable nouns. Houses means countable noun. So, those houses are very big. You don't say those houses is. You say those houses are very big. Are is verb, correct? Whereas when you come to uncountable noun always takes singular verbs. See there is some water in the pitcher. A pitcher or pot has some water. There is some water. You don't say there are some water. You say there is some water, because you cannot count water and you have to use singular verb only. There is some water. You understood? Now, Now we will take up the exercise from your textbook. Go to page number 10 in your textbook. Read the following passage, underline the common nouns. Don't worry about the proper noun, don't worry about the names of people, places, etc. You worry only about common nouns here. Say whether they are countables, that is whether they can be counted 1, 2, etc., or whether they are uncountable, that is they cannot be counted. Identify common nouns, tell whether they are countable or not, countable or uncountable nouns. Read the paragraph. There was a merchant in a town. His name was Parshuramappa. He had many friends. They helped him in selling milk all over the town. Parshuramappa loved to live in peace. Also, he always spoke the truth. These qualities endeared him to all the people in the locality. See now, Parshuramappa is a proper noun. Don't worry about that. You worry only about uncommon nouns here. There was a merchant in a town. Merchant is a common noun. So, whether it is countable or uncountable. First, after identifying the noun as what do you say? Common noun. Merchant is common noun. You have to say whether it is countable or uncountable. Merchant, merchants, 3 merchants, 4 merchants. It is countable, correct? So, bring it under countable nouns. See, I have put it under countable noun. Merchant, there was a merchant in a town. Town again is a common noun. Town whether countable or not? Yes, it is countable. Town, towns, 3 towns, 4 towns, correct? His name was Parshuramappa. Parshuramappa is a proper noun, leave it. He had many friends. Friends is a common noun. Friends again is countable. They helped him in selling milk all over the town. Milk is a common noun, but milk you cannot count it. You can measure with in terms of liters, but you cannot count it, correct? So it is uncountable noun. All over the town. Town again is countable. Parshuramappa loved to live in peace. Peace, you know, it is a very abstract thing. So it is, though it is common noun, you cannot count it. So it is uncountable noun. Also, he always spoke the truth. Truth again is a very abstract thing. It is a concept or idea or abstract thing. Truth, you cannot count it. So you bring it under uncountable noun. These qualities in Parshuramappa endeared him to all the people in the locality. People, can you count people? Yes, you can count people. So it is common noun and countable noun. Next, determiners. What are these determiners? They are the words placed in front of a noun to make it clear what the noun refers to. Always we put determiners before a noun, and these determiners clarify about the noun. They bring in more clarity about the noun. They bring in more information about the noun. See the example here. This car is expensive. Car is expensive. We are talking about car here. Car is noun. Which car? This car. See, you don't mistake it to be some other car. This car. So the word this is giving more information about the car, and it is referring more specifically to this car. So that is a determiner. Your car is expensive. So again, car is expensive is a general statement. Your car means the car possessed by you. So it is bringing in more clarity about the car. So the word your is a determiner. There are different types of determiners in English. Look at this chart. Even the articles in English, a and the, they are also determiners because they bring in more clarity about the noun which they are referring to. Possessive determiners or my, your, his, her, its, our, their, whose. Look at an example, my book. So, the book possessed by me. If you say book, that becomes a very general noun. When you say my book, you are talking more clearly about that noun. It is not any book, the book possessed by me. So, my is possessive determiner. Demonstrative determiners, this, that, these, those. See, you are pointing at something and saying, giving more information about that. Demonstrative, that, this, these, those books. So, they are demonstrative determiners. Numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. So, for example, 3 books. So, it quantifies and it gives the count. It gives the count. 3 books, 4 books. These determiners give you the exact count of the noun. Ordinals, they tell about the order. See, the first bench, the second bench, the third bench. There are so many benches arranged in rows, and you are talking about the ordinal here, means first bench, second bench, third bench, next bench, last but one bench. Okay, these are ordinals. Quantifiers, they also speak about the quantity. Okay, not the count but quantity. Many, few, some. For example, there are some books here, means not many. There are many books here, not few. There are a lot of books here, means still more in number. There are less books here. Understand? So, every book, each and every book, that is also a quantifier. So, every book in the bag means all the books, that again quantifies the amount of books or number of books. So, these are examples of quantifying determiners. This is an exercise from your textbook.